of the S.T.E.P program. S.T.E.P stands for Strategies to Elevate People. It's a comprehensive youth development program designed for the purpose of helping keep kids off street drugs and alcohol through economic and educational empowerment. I'm also the pastor of Christian Community Church, where I've been pastoring now for over 4 years. One of the other things that we do is I assist people in designing, implementing, and coordinating programs to work with at-risk youth. Thank you. How did I get started in the business? I'm a graduate of Jarvis Christian College. I graduated in 1983. While at Jarvis, I was meeting with one of my frat brothers, happened to be a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And one of my frat brothers, we talked about in college running our own business, working with young people. And one of the things that was amazing to me was that when I graduated from college, I didn't have a clue. I didn't have anybody to talk to me. Nobody encouraged me to go to college. And even after graduating from college, I had no clue of what it is I wanted to do. And that's one of the reasons I majored in math. But upon graduation, my frat brother came to Chicago, and at the time I was working for Kennedy King College and UPS, loading trucks in the evening, tutoring in the daytime. And he was like, Rick, let's start our own business. We said we're going to work our own business, work with youth. Let's go to Texas, start our own business. I quit both my jobs, moved to Texas. When I got to Texas, I sold my car. I sold my car for $8,000, paid my renter for 6 months in advance, came here, began to work in the community, just getting my feet down. And as I began to work in the community, my frat brother, him and his wife, moved to Atlanta, left me here. And at that point, I began to go into the endeavor in which I said I would do. So the first thing I did was I took a job at a working learning center. While working at the working learning center, I found out that most of the youth came from public housing, juvenile detention centers, or psychiatric hospitals. While working at the working learning center, I took a job at the juvenile detention center. I worked as a probation officer inside of the building. Then from there, I came to work for Green Oaks Hospital, Green Oaks Adolescent Psych and CD. Left there and went and worked for Fort Worth Housing Authority. Every job that I mentioned only stayed 2 years, long enough to learn the business. After working for the Fort Worth Housing Authority, I immediately started my own business, which is called S.T.E.P, Strategies to Elevate People. From that point on, I took my retirement money that I had, took the money from the retirement, went and found the building, paid for the building, and the rest is history. How long have I been in the business? I've been in this business now for 22 years. Owning and operating the own business. Within the last 22 years, I've had approximately 6 to 8 employees every year. So that's about it. How was the business financed? The business was financed. I was working for, I think at the time I was working for the I was working for the Fort Worth Housing Authority, and they have a retirement plan. So I took my money from my retirement plan and went and found me a building. And once I found the building, I used the money, paid the rent within 6 months. Didn't even get a contract till a year later, but paid the business for 6 months and worked part-time over at the B&Bell Learning Center to keep me funded and keep the building open.
Okay.
The earning potential of the business within the last 21 years, I've made at least $160,000 a year operating capital, as well as funds for my public speaking, motivational speaking, as well as working with designing, implementing, and coordinating programs at the agency. So I guess anywhere from about $160,000 to $180,000 a year. Are there employment opportunities? Certainly there are employment opportunities. I look for the brightest and the best. I work with young people every year. I end up bringing on 2 to 3 new people, because one of the things I do is I try to teach the folks that work with me how to own and operate their own business. So within the last 22 years, I've helped over 10 other people get their business started. So when they come in, I look for the brightest and the best to see what I can do to help them. One of the questions most youth ask me is, how did you get the business started? So not only do I tell them how to do it, but I show them that they can do it too. What is my advice for young people? You've probably heard it said more than once. I tell people all the time that young folks really don't know what it is they want to do. But what I tell them, if you find out your passion will lead you to your purpose, and your purpose will lead you to the endeavor that you want to be in. So I encourage people, find out what you're passionate about. Find out something you're so passionate about that you would do it for free, but be so good at it that you get paid for it. That's my advice to young people.